Hello everyone, it's me, Pack Stuff. Today I'm here to do my Super Smash Bros. Netflix edition. See what characters from the Netflix basically universe I would put in this Super Smash Bros. Roster. Now let's begin with Cobra Kai with Johnny Lawrence, Daniel LaRusso, and Miguel Diaz. Now, Johnny Lawrence, he is a really cool character from the start of the series, from the Karate Kid. Bleh. And I think he'd be a really cool character to add to this with all his fighting skills and everything. Now, Miguel Diaz, a one-time All-Valiant champion, and a little spoiler, Sekai Taikai champion. He is, obviously going to be in this. And Daniel LaRusso, being the Karate Kid from the original movies, definitely has to be in this. Stranger Things. Hopper with his gun, he could definitely shoot up most of the competition in it, and I think he would be a really cool character to add. Also, he's defeated a Demogorgon, so, he's pretty obvious. Steve Henderson also has defeated a Demogorgon, and also, he's just one of the coolest characters in the whole show. So, yeah. And 11, she has literal powers. She's took it off Vecna. She's took it on the Mind Flayer, Demogorgon. She's took it on everything if you think about it. She's basically the only reason why all these characters are still alive. And the Demogorgon being the big monster for season 1. He's a really cool character to add. He could be basically the King DDD, where he can eat your head. Sonic Prime. The Sonic Prime show, we're starting off with Knuckles the Dread. He is a cool pirate type character. I think he'd be fun to play. Sonic, of course, being the literal Sonic character, the only real character from Super Smash Brothers. So that would be cool. And 9 being the smart brains guy. He could be that far range attacker, all that. It would be awesome to have these characters in it. Oddballs. Max, the crocodile from the show Oddballs, Odd Ones Out show. He's a cool, cartoonish character and stuff, kind of like the Villager or Kirby, especially for an Odd Ones Out character, too. Both characters are, cartoonish characters, kind of be the Villager stuff, where, you'll just pull out anything. Ninjago. These characters are ninjas. They all have powers. They can do spin jinsu, with Lloyd having his ultimate, King being his gold form, and Jay being kind of to me, a range attack character where he can shoot lightning far away. And yeah, and Kai being the close fighter and stuff with all his fire powers and all that. I just think these characters would be cool to add into this. Squid Game. The pink guards, they have literal guns. They have killed they've killed everyone in Squid Game. And they've also died too. And they are deadly, kind of a little scary. So yeah. And Jihan, he has survived 2 of these seasons. I don't know how, because they are basically impossible to survive. But his character could be really cool stuff with all his ideas and stuff that he can bring to the battle. And the front man, of course, he has tricked everyone. It would be really cool if he can in one of his moves he could be in disguise and stuff, and where people can't see him, and it's him in his player form. WWE Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso, of the favorite right now of WWE, cool character to add and stuff. He also just won the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes being the WWE champion right now. Also, you could have some really cool moves in there with WWE moves and all that. Great character to add. John Cena having his farewell tour right now. It's another cool character to add into this game if it was real. So yeah, that's the Monday Night Raw. Power Rangers Dino Fury. The Power Rangers with Red Ranger being the sword attacker, kind of like Link, Mars, and everything. Cool character to add and all that, I think. he'd be a great character with like spears and everything, being from like the medieval times. And the Green Ranger, being like an athletic character in the show, she can be like the kind of like the to me the Wii Fit trainer type character. And the Blue Ranger, of course, being another close range attack character and stuff. Cuphead. It's just Cuphead. He can shoot little like lasers out of his hands. Even though in the actual show, I don't think he does that. I only watched one season of the show. Mitchell's versus the Machines. Katie Mitchell and stuff, being one of the cool, weird characters stuff. She can maybe have one of those like gravity hands. And same for her father too, except maybe he can be like wilderness, like attacks stuff, where like with his bow and arrow and all that. And Deborah Bot being like the Rob of the game stuff to me. I kind of feel like Deborah Bot's kind of a cool character, and he has some cool moves that he could be like Rob. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob being another cartoon character who could just do anything and anything he wants. He's a character that can like just do anything. So SpongeBob, yeah. Daredevil. So I know Daredevil's right now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he did used to be a Netflix character, so that's why I'm adding him. So Daredevil being one of the coolest characters out of all these, he can definitely have some violent moves that could be in this. Especially even Kingpin. Kingpin being like the mob boss of this thing, and he could be kind of like Donkey Kong or whatever. Or King K. Rool or something like that. Like he can like throw like pieces of his house or something, kind of like King K. Rool can like throw his crown, and that'd be really cool to add. And it also shows like Luke Cage, he can be shot like bullets and stuff, and it'll just like go through him. I think I haven't seen the show, my dad has, and he is a cool character to add. Iron Fist, I do know he is a really cool character. He can kind of be like Ryu and like Ken stuff. Wednesday. We have to hide a crazy monster that's like the main like antagonist of the show. And we have the girl who could turn into a werewolf, a literal furry, and stuff. So I think that'd be another cool character to add. She could be kind of like Donkey Kong or whatever, or yeah. And Wednesday, I feel like she could be the type of like Simon type character. With all the stuff she can do, she kind of feel like one of those characters who can just surprise you and stuff. Fuller House. I know the season ended a while ago, but hey, I'm doing it. Kimmy Gibbler has done a bunch of weird stuff that I feel like could be her moves. She can like basically just be the most random character, especially her own brother too. The Gibblers are weird, so they're kind of perfect for this to me, honestly. Like, they're good characters. And I have a little special guest that is going to explain to me for a quick second. She's going to explain the show for Outer Banks, JJ and John B. Okay, so my special guest got being a chicken, but JJ and John B have been through a bunch of adventures, and they've been through a lot of fights. And also, I think they've been in some gunfights too, right? Yeah, they have been in some gunfights. And I've been in a bunch of near-death things, so they can definitely take on some Demogorgons or some Hides or definitely Wednesday Addams or whatever shit. And this is the Netflix roster. If you want me to do more of these videos, subscribe and stuff, and I'll do more of these shit. Woohoo!